I was being followed to the train at night. I was being there was one time when I first got there. I was on the train for an interview, and they had this Mexican dude come up to me, and he was like, "Hey man, like I seen you talking to that white girl and like all that." Like I wasn't even talking to nobody or anything, and even if I was, what they got to do with you? Then I'm like, man, I'm not even gonna deal with this. I end up getting off the train, and this man gets off on the train the same as me. Then he was like, then he started lighting a cigarette, and I'm looking at him like, okay, so you got a problem or something, man? And then he was like, man, I don't care. Hey, it's fine. I don't like black people anyway. Y'all don't smell right or anything. Then I was like, oh, really? Huh. And then the moment I start walking up towards him, he pulled his phone out and he like, hey man, I'm recording you, and everything. So I'm like, this dude ain't even worth my time. So I end up leaving the like train station that we at and everything. I end up hopping over the motherfucker. I ain't even pay for shit to go ahead and exit out or nothing. He's still following me and all that for a little while, and then eventually he just got bored and left. There was also another time when I had went to Food for Less in Watts, and they had this dude in the checkout line. You know how people normally stand behind you in the checkout line? He was standing right on the side of me, and I look at him like, excuse me, are you behind me, or like are you next to me, or are you next, or like, well? And then he's like, I'm right behind you. Then I say, so why are you on the side of me? Then he look at me like, don't worry about why I'm on the side of you. And I'm like, I mean, people normally stand behind people on the grocery line, so I'm just wondering like, why are you on the side of me and everything. Then we just start going back and forth in the whole store and everything during the whole time until I check out and everything. Then I end up going ahead, start heading to the train station. I look behind me, and this dude following me right at night. This like 11 p.m. at night. Then he's like, hey man, what about all that stuff you was talking? And then I'm like, what stuff he was talking? And then so we just walk into the train stop, just going back and forth and everything. He stayed following me. I got some stuff in my hand and everything. Then we end up stopping right by the train tracks, and I look down and I say, oh, home, let's get off the tracks, like, cause we don't want trains to like that. Then he look at me like, nigga, you about to become part of the train tracks. Look what's in my hand. I look right down in his hand. This dude got a whole shank up in his hand, ready to stab me. Then he just scream out, you don't talk to people like that, okay? Now, I'm thinking in my head, this man really is upset all because I asked him, why is he standing next to me? Now, the thing that he doesn't know is that I actually had something for him too. I'm not going to say on camera what it was, but I actually had something too. But he was with his kids and his old lady. I'm thinking to myself, this man really left his old lady and his 2 children in Watts at the grocery store in the middle of the night just to follow this dude because he's in his feelings. And even worse than that, you intending to kill the motherfucker, not knowing what he might know or have on him, all because you in your feelings. You don't value your children at all. You left your kids just because of some pettiness and shit. Now all that is going on in my head, but I don't even worry about it, and I just look at him and I said, okay. Then he screamed out, good night, and then just start walking back to the store. Then I just go ahead and just keep on walking right to the train station there. There was another time where a janitor at the 24-hour fitness right on Ocean Park. Yeah, Ocean Park out in Santa Monica, that 24-hour fitness. I was just in the men's locker room just practicing juking and everything, because that's one thing I'll do. Like, my phone is charging, because remember, at the time I was living on the street, so I was looking for whatever way to charge my phone. And sometimes I would go to the gym and just go ahead and charge my phone right there. And then he would be looking at me like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and tell them to rebuke your fucking gym membership. You not out here working out, you are dancing, you wasting time, you are playing. I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at this man. I pay for his membership. I can do whatever I feel like doing. And you're like, you know you can't. I swear, I will stab you. I will straight up stab you. Then I turn around and look at this man. Hey, what he didn't know is I had some knives in my pockets, like some brass knuckle switchblade knives. Like, it has a ring like around this part, and the blade comes out like right there. I always like 2 of them things, because I love having dual blades for when I have knives and everything, because I also practice like Muay Thai and all that, but when I have knives, I like having 2 of them mugs. But yeah, so the whole time I got my hands in my pocket, and I'm just looking at him like, so you gonna stab me? You gonna stab me? And get in my face like, yeah, I will stab you. But he's also looking down at my hands like, I know he's thinking like, wait, okay, so what is this guy doing? I'm like, all right, go ahead and stab me. Go ahead, do it. Then the fight ended up getting broken apart broken apart from one of the employees that came up there and everything. But yeah, but here's the worst one. The worst one was when I was on the train and this late at night, and this happened in Crenshaw, the Expo Crenshaw stop. This like crazy dude, he was going up to people like on the train saying, "Hey, who got my friend bag? Who got my friend bag?" And I'm just like chilling and wherever. He looked right down in my dope bag and he like, "Hey, what you got in that bag, man?" And I'm looking at him like, "Don't worry about what I got in my bag. What your problem is?" He's like, "What you got in that bag, man?" And I'm like, "Look, man, I'm tired of you LA motherfuckers, okay? Y'all motherfuckers crazy. You keep on trying to start shit. So you know what? Have a good one." So I go ahead and exit the train. This man go ahead and get off the train with me and everything, and he holds the door open. I hurry up, put my bag down. I go ahead and pull both my knives out, pull them hoes out, and I'm like, "All right, so what?" And this dude, like, I'm about like 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", or something like that. This dude was like 6'1", 6'2", and I immediately pulled them knives out. I'm like, "All right, so what? Yeah. I'm tired you motherfuckers also following me and everything. So what? What not?" His whole face expression changed. He started just looking like that. Then tell me why he go ahead and pull out a fake eye that he has. Walk up to me and he say, "So you really gonna stab me, man? You really gonna stab me?" And he's like right to my like face and everything, like this me, this him. So he like, "You really gonna stab me? You really gonna stab me?" I look at that man and say, "If I need to, I will. If I need to, I will. Because you motherfuckers keep on fucking with me. You keep bothering me. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all. And look, y'all got me to the point after so long where I'm ready to just kill somebody. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready." His friend in the train saying, "Hey man, bro, it's not worth it. Like, man, he got a knife. He got a knife." I look at his friend and say, "Hey man, I got 2 knives. If you gonna warn your friend, you better let him know what he getting himself into." But the whole time, the man, like the tall guy that took his eye out, the door is getting ready to close on the train. He'll go right back to the train and go ahead and hold it open, like put his hand in so that it opens. We end up staying like that for about like maybe 10 minutes or so and everything before the lady that was driving the train come out and say, "All right, look, you need to get off on this stop or get back on the train, but you holding me up," and like all that. Once she had broke that off, I just went ahead and grabbed my stuff and I just went ahead and exit the stop. But yeah, there were a lot of times, while living on the streets in LA that I could have lost my life and all that. And the fact that I'm black and was dressing like still decent and everything, because again, I was homeless and everything, but things that I would do is I would go ahead and use coin laundromats. I would go ahead and, because I still did have a little bit of money saved up, a tiny little bit, like maybe $400. So I was really scrambling like with that. I would go ahead and just use coin laundromats, and I would buy myself like maybe a $10 pack of t-shirts from Walmart and maybe like 2 pair of jeans from like Burlington or Ross or something, and I'll just go ahead and rotate them outfits. I also had got me a sleeping bag so that when I would sleep, I would go ahead and not have my clothes dirty or like anything like that, like talking about, and I would go ahead and keep my gym membership and take showers there. And my hair is not retwisted yet in this video, but I've been doing my hair since I was about 16 years old. I started having these at 14, and my cousin, she started them. My mom took over it for a little while, and then after just sitting like down and filling it out, I learned how to do it myself. So from age 16 all the way up to now, I've been doing my hair for myself. So having my gym membership, I always like wash my hair and just retwist and like all that and everything when I need to. So that's why I will always still look like fresh and everything, even though I was homeless and living on the street, and that's why I didn't smell bad. For hygiene products, I would go ahead and buy like the travel like pack things from like Walmart or Target and everything. I'll buy the small deodorant for a degree. I will also buy the small little like shaving razor cream and like all that and everything. I will have a box to keep my soap in. Like I'll buy that dollar soap Dove, that sensitive one, that sensitive Dove soap, and keep it in a small box. So yeah, I will all have all that in my book set, just travel wise. And if I had extra stuff, the place that I'd be sleeping at, I would go ahead and just put it at an elevated platform and go ahead and just hide it out. Because the area that I was sleeping in, you actually need to climb up to go ahead and sleep on there and everything. And I know most people ain't gonna do that. So every night I would just go ahead and hop on top of the mug and go ahead and lay my sleeping bag down and go ahead and sleep in it. And it don't rain in